Tax is such a heavy topic, isn't it? So I'm going to give the train talk a break for a little while and just share with you a wonderful success story that we've got here in the Philippines. So Richard and Rebecca, thanks very much for having me. Very happy to share. Converga is a BPO company. In fact, Lee Shattuck here on this VIP table is the original founder of Converga back in Melbourne about 25 years ago. And stand up, Lee. So about 25 years ago, we started delivering physical mail to companies' office buildings throughout Melbourne, and we expanded. And Lee and his business partners were quite ahead of the times and invested quite heavily in technology. So we invested in large high-speed scanning capability and OCR technology as well. So fast forward to 2010, our customers. Coles, a big supermarket chain in Australia, one of our number one clients, really drove us to find an offshore processing centre. So Lee packed his bags, moved up here and established our first footprint up here in the Philippines back in 2010. So we finished our first year here with 15 staff and we were processing about 180,000 transactions a month. We were, at that time, Lee and his business partners had sold to New Zealand Post, which is exactly like Philippine Post. And, fast forward to 2017, we were purchased by Canon. So the purchase by Canon was part of more of a strategic, business services move. They see their global sales in printers and cameras, which they're very well known for, staying flat, and now they see a great opportunity in business services. So up here in the Philippines, Canon own Converga, and they also own another company called Harbour IT. So, and I last year was appointed the group country manager for both organisations. So a little bit about me. I've been up here for 4 years. I took over from Lee. Lee now runs a very successful business called Shaw 360. So he's based up here in Clark now and doing really well. So as part of Canon's business service solutions, buying that IT company, we can do everything from cyber security monitoring through to help desk, IT support, infrastructure management. With a BPO company like Converga, we're doing document management, document imaging, accounts payable platforms, and we've also got our hub up here in the Philippines where we're providing staff direct to customer accounts, where they're providing now KPO or knowledge processing. And Canon, obviously, very well known for being an imaging company. So Canon build things like MRI machines. They've got their printers and camera capability as well. And what a lot of people don't know is they've also got security systems that we also help develop up here. So Converga today, we globally process about 100 million transactions. We are present in about 150 different customer sites throughout Australia, New Zealand and the US. Harbour IT, so we've got over 100 very, very specialised IT experts providing both on-site and off-site and remote technology support or infrastructure support for customers. Harbour IT was actually one of the first companies in Australia to build its own private cloud network and then on-sell that to customers. And obviously Canon, I mean, we all know Canon, nearly 200,000 employees globally. In Australia, they've got a research and development arm, which in the last year registered 1,300 US patents, and the fourth most prestigious company in the world. Our timeline, I indicated a little bit before about back in 2010, we started in Makati with 15 staff and one customer. We've done a few acquisitions and being acquired. So, as I mentioned, back in 2016, we were acquired by Canon, and we're now, slowly starting to come together with Harbour IT as one single entity. So at the moment, we're running two different entities. The Philippines really has been a wonderful success story for Converga for a long time. We really wanted to be the jewel in the crown for Converga, and I think we're pretty proud to say that we really are. And now we're on the path to be the jewel in the Canon crown. So our Philippine operations today, we're part of Canon Group. we've got responsibility for near on 1,000 employees now. We've got some of the best-in-class retention rates in the industry. We're just about to open, as Richard said, our 4th office now up here in Papunga. So we've got offices in Makati, in Ortigas, and we've got our new head office in BGC. We run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We process about 10 million transactions a month now. And we're measured against nearly 800 or 750 different customer SLAs. We're also desire to be a world-class, best-in-class organisation as well. So our Philippine operations up here are ISO accredited, 9001 for quality, 27001 for information security. And again, the other thing is around running a really responsible and sustainable business as well. So we're connected to and committed to the United Nations Global Compact 10 principles, which is all around, paying your staff well, giving them a good facility to work in, ensuring there's no child labour in your supply chain and that sort of thing. As I said, back in 2010, we started in data entry, and not long after that, we realised how talented the Filipino workforce was and started to offshore our own back office. So we started doing our own finance and accounting and HR services up here in the Philippines. My first job, so I got up here in 2014. I only agreed to come up for 1 year, and 4 years later, I'm still here. Was to grow and get ready to start on selling those shared services that we were doing for ourselves to other external companies. So we very quickly started to build up capability in other areas. And you can see we're doing finance and accounting now. We've got creative services where they're doing graphics and animation. We're doing a lot of software development. We're doing security services and penetration monitoring for different networks and applications. We've got architects up here that build cloud solutions for some of our clients. And of course, we've got all of our professional services as well, so project managers, BAs, quality management, process re-engineering capability up here as well. We're very proud of our people and our culture, very protective of it as well. Probably there's two very distinct parts to our business. We've got all of our specialists, which are the highly specialised technical roles. The average age in that group is about 29. We have our transaction services team, which average age is 23, highly engaged, really motivated, really just so appreciative for everything that we give them. Probably the numbers down the bottom are what we're most proud of. So nearly 70% of all of our roles are filled through referrals, which to me tells me that our employees feel proud to work with us, very happy to bring their friends on and refer us as a great place to work. Internal growth rate, so we spend a lot of time and effort and money on leadership development, and so nearly 30% of all of our people leaders are promoted from within. And the final number there, single-digit attrition. So our annual rolling attrition is down at 9%, which indicates people are very happy to work and do a good job. In the CSR space, we adopted a child refuge, and we're just so proud of how far we've come with this. This was one of Lee's initiatives. Back then a few years ago we were doing a couple of hundred hours. This year we're well and truly on track to do about 4,000 hours worth of volunteer effort, and we do everything from one-on-one tutorials to street feeding. Our employees really love it. They really get behind it, and our clients back in Australia and New Zealand also get behind it as well by sending donations up and that sort of thing. We about 4.5, nearly 5 years ago, also created an education program, and we now have 52 kids that go to school, fully paid for by the business and our clients and partners. The scholarships cover everything from uniforms, tuition to textbooks and school excursions. And the thing we're most proud of is that this program we've now got 5 employees through. So we've now got employees that unfortunately were growing up on the streets, victims of physical, sexual abuse, that we've now helped to play a part and give them a much better chance of building a life for themselves. So they're now paying rent, they're building houses, and they're growing a career with us. The future. So we're a big people business. We say we're a people business for business people. And part of our objective is to grow with our clients and at the same time be leading edge and introduce technology. So we've got 2 robotic pilots in flight at the moment. We're using these robots to help our staff, and we're using very much a push and pull approach. So we're trying to push these robotic process automation activities into our employee groups, but at the same time we're also asking them for their ideas to help pull it down. And the other comment there is it artificial intelligence or is it intelligence amplified? And we're seeing that now. We're seeing some of our agents, particularly in the help desk space, in the IT space, where we run help desk for some big companies in Australia. We're seeing AI being able to help predict what the customer will be calling for, or even help to show the call centre agent where to go within the system to get the most appropriate and fast answer. And we really see the impact of technology and where this might go. So we're already now starting to build a digital intelligence workforce, and we've got a lot of people off doing lots of training courses. We've got some employees this week actually learning how to build the robots. So we've partnered with an organisation called UiPath, and we're now building our own centre of excellence with developers and business analysts to help stay ahead of the curve and add additional value to our customers. You can see here for Canon, we're investing very heavily in this space. So like I said, that platform with UiPath is one that we're committed to. We're also looking at machine learning, and in our invoice processing space, machine learning will be very valuable. We've got nearly 450 people working on this, and now it's about how can we use and apply machine learning to help them do their work a lot faster and help to try and drive volume out. And then the next step is that artificial intelligence and where that will take us. What we're looking to do is build that centre of excellence internally and then be able to sell that as a consultancy to our customers. We are, as I said before, a wonderful success story of the Philippines. We've enjoyed tremendous growth. We've got a lot of confidence from our customers, and we've outgrown all of our locations. So, as I mentioned before, we've got Makati, we've got Ortigas, and BGC. With about 1,000 seats right now. We wanted to de-risk and we wanted to find somewhere else to grow. And we had the choice between Cebu and Clark. I did a number of trips down to Cebu. We decided to stay away from Cebu because it is just so congested and a bit of it's saturated, right? A lot of our competitors are already there. And we thought, certainly with the drive of the current administration to grow Clark and New Clark City, we thought this would be the right choice for us to continue to grow and to continue to build, that business continuity capability within our existing business. So we're very proud and very excited to be opening our 4th office. We'll be opening it in probably around September if everything stays on track. So Arnie's site at NTech 1 in Angeles City is where we're looking to establish our first footprint here. So we've taken over about 600 seats in NTech 1 and really looking to have our first 100 employees onboarded by the end of October. For us, and it's a common story, right? The Philippines, as I keep saying, has been such a great story. We've enjoyed growth. We're very proud of what we have up here. We adore our employees, and like all of us in business, it's always looking to drive additional value and create additional value for our clients. And for us, we've recognised that our Filipino talent, our Filipino workforce, is the secret to that success. So Canon, Converga, Harbour IT, we're very, very committed to the Philippines. We adore all of our staff. We're very proud of what we've done here, and we certainly see ourselves continuing to grow. So with that, thank you very much. I thought we'll give you a bit of an update on a successful story and a bit of a break from all the Train 2 discussions. Thanks very much.